Hey everyone, it's Laurel here. Have you ever wanted to make something that you made yourself to give as a gift, but thought, I can't make anything? Well, guess what? You can, because today I'm going to show you how to make your own DIY tea towels, but this could be anything. I'm going to show you how easy it is. It really, truly is, because if it's on my channel, it's easy. And by the time it's over, you're going to be a tea towel making fool. And we're going to make a custom note card, and it's going to match the print from the tea towel. And it's going to take 5 seconds. For reals. 5 seconds. Let's get to it. All right, so we got these bar mop dish towels. I picked them up from Target. Very inexpensive. Plain white or any solid color is preferred. This one has some like ribbing on it or something, but it's more of the size of a dish towel that I would use. And I'm just going to make sure it is folded how I would fold it and hang it over the bar that I hang my towels on in my kitchen. You could also do this with bathroom towels, any decorative kind of towel that you want to do. These make great gifts, graduation, moving in, yada yada, things like that. So easy to do. When I blogged this a few weeks ago, I had so many questions, and I think a lot of people thought this was very hard. Now, I'll tell you, if it's very hard, you ain't going to see it on my channel. And that's just the God's honest truth, all right? For real. So I'm using these Altenew mixed media inks. They work on an array of surfaces. Fabric is included. And I'm going to show you in the video how you set this. So don't leave, because you want to see how to set it so it's permanent. So you can wash it, etc., etc. And obviously you don't want to put all the effort in of blending these beautiful designs. And I'm just using a stencil. This is one of my favorite all-time stencils from Altenew. It's probably one of the first stencils that, I mean, I've had it forever, but I love it. I just think it's so much fun. And anyway, what was I saying? Do you see how that's my brain. That's my brain right now. Anyway, you don't want to put this design down and then wash it and then have it all bleh, and then you have a tie-dye towel. That's not what I'm going for here. So I'm going to show you how to set this. So right now, let me just show you how you can blend the inks. This is just blending like you would on a piece of paper and a stencil. I'm not adhering it down or anything. I find that it stays in place. I made sure to fold my towel to the width that it needs to be. And when I'm done with all of this, I'm going to press it, and I'm actually going to iron, which I don't even do my clothes. Anyway, but you can put all these different colors on, and I'm going in with greens and reds, and sometimes when you mix it together, you get a pretty brown. But look at this. I think this is so pretty. Beautiful. You can leave the background of the towels as is, but I'm going to add some colors to other ones just to kind of jazz it up a little bit. So I'm basically doing the same thing for all 4 tea towels. So you'll see here, let me speed this up some. All right, so I'm going in, I'm using different blending brushes that I have. I'm going to throw up in the right-hand corner the Amazon blending brushes that I bought. They come in a pack, a whole bunch of different sizes. They are fantastic, so be sure to check that out if you're interested in seeing those blending brushes in action. I'm not really taking much care to clean my brushes in between. I'm just keeping similar colors per brush, right? I don't want to go with red and then flip over to black, because that's going to be blech. Now here is this is a new blending brush from Altenew. It's like an ergonomic one, so you hold it from the top. It's very comfortable in the hands, and the bristles are very soft, so I like that a lot. This is a smaller brush. I have brushes of all sizes, so I can get into tight places. Here I am with the black mixed media ink, and I'm just kind of fading it in from the edges just to kind of give that detail, like that almost a little faux shading, if you will. And then in an effort to not have a stark white tea towel, I'm going to go in with this beautiful light color. I'm using that brush, and I'm just kind of stippling on some of this color, and it kind of makes the towel a little bit distressed, if you will, a little bit more DIY and not store-bought. If I'm going through the effort of making something custom, I want them to know it's custom and not something I just whipped up at Walmart or wherever and bought. So again, I'm using this brush. I really do like this brush. This is my first time using it. It's nice, gives a lot of full coverage. And again, don't be afraid to mix your colors in and layer them over the top. They do layer nicely. Clean your stencil in between, especially if you're using a light color after you used a dark color and that dark ink is on there. Make sure you clean your stencil in between, because it's going to transfer not only to the towel, but also the dark ink is going to transfer onto the light ink pad when you go to pick it up. Does that make sense? Just clean your stuff, basically. Just rinse it off, spray it with some water, and wipe it down with the paper towel, whatever. And here I am using the brush here to kind of add this dark red color. Very light-handed. I just think it's cool, but you can also leave it alone and leave it white if you want. So here's a look at this one. Cool. I'm also going to show you in this video how you can make a matching note card. Don't leave. So we're going to finish this up. We're going to do one more. You get the gist. You get the idea of how easy it is to pull these towels together. So once I'm finishing this up, and again, you can add all the different colors in your work, you just want to make sure you're using an ink that is archival, that's going to stay on whatever surface you're working on. And these mixed media inks can be used on fabric. So once I've done that, here's where you're going to make your matching note card. I've got the ink still sitting on top of that stencil. I sprayed the stencil with water. I'm going to flip it over and press it onto a piece of watercolored cardstock using my rag there. And when you lift it up, bada bang, you have a perfectly matched note card. So easy, I know. All right, let's talk about real quick how to set. Because again, you don't want to do all this and then have it all bleh, and then you got yourself a tie-dye look. Grab an iron. I have this Cricut Easy Press. I paid for it. I'm going to use it, but you can use an iron, all right? And you just, the heat. The heat is what makes it permanent. This is the little Cricut mini thing. Grab your iron, whatever you've got, and press it. Let it sit on there for about 30 seconds, and then your ink is permanent, and you can feel free to wash your tea towel. So, did I deliver? Did I tell you how easy it was to make those tea towels? When I blogged it a couple weeks ago, people were like, how do you do that? Well, this is how, and it's so easy. So go make some DIY, whatever. Show me, let me know in the comments, link it. I want to see what you guys are making. If you're making anything that's inspired from this channel, let me know. Swinking. You remember what swinking is? What? You don't know? Click on this video. Swinking. It's going to change your life. I'll see you next week. Bye.